Hello, this is Chandler, Bull Ridge Plumbing, here at 612 House Avenue, doing a dirty movie down in the basement. We're currently out at about 136 feet, and this is as far as I can push it. The other thing is I've only got a couple more feet of cable on this reel, so this is as far as I can get. As you can see, we're kind of in some water here, belly, and then it's looking at that fitting there. I mean, I could be literally that close to the tap right now, but the top of that fitting, it does appear to have some roots. We'll take this back and look at it on a bigger screen and stuff, but as far as it goes, 136 feet, quite a ways to be able to push a cable. And I am going to start videoing from back here. So coming back out, looks like we're in a clay system. Another thing that was kind of stopping me there, you can kind of see that the next section of pipe is raised or higher than the section I'm in. Also causing this belly, but also causes me a stop there of going any further. You can see a little bit of root growth there at the top, not real bad though. Definitely have a belly right here. Anytime we have bellies, that's always a place of concern because that's where the solids are going to gather and could eventually lead to a backup requiring service or maintenance. Once again, got a few little danglers hanging on that. Still in this belly though. That really is difficult for solids to flow when you have that. You can kind of see this little section of pipe here, how it kind of bumps up. That, is hard for those solids to travel over the top of. And now we're getting a little deeper. This is a pretty good belly here, starting at about 121 feet. This is why you can't see anything. I'm underwater, and I've got a lot of debris in the water, stuff like that. And looks like we might be coming out of it there a little bit, maybe. Nope, still in it. Still in it. There we now. We're starting to come out a little bit. And kind of in and out. Right here, I think the water's probably about 2 inches deep, maybe getting to be about an inch here. And we kind of lift it up. Do you see how that? I bet you we have a fitting right here. Yep, sure enough. You can see those little ridges there on those fittings. And I thought a couple of those going out. It just slows that flow of solids. See some root growth at the top there. And going back into a belly, there's some of those solids that start to form. And they will stop and then more gather up. Pretty soon we're going to need to maintenance it. Sorry, my picture's not very good. I got a little bit of mist going on there. Slow down a little bit so we can see a little better. Here, we have something entering in. It's quite possible we're receiving discharge from a neighbor right there. Very, very possible. It's common in these older homes that they tied sewers together, but I would not be able to know that without locating it and then possibly trying to run that line from the neighbor's house as well. But you can see we are receiving some discharge from somewhere else in this line that I'm in. So if that was to back up, it would back up here as well as into the neighbor's house too. Again, some more root growth there. Still in a lot of standing water. That concerns me. And what do we got there on the left? That looks like a break or some kind of hole in the pipe maybe. Come back real slow here so we can get a better look at this on a big screen, but that to me looks like a break in the pipe. Like I said, we will look at this on a bigger screen and make sure. Coming back. Still got some water in the bottom of the pipe. I've never really seen a lot of great fall in this system yet. And going underwater again, another belly there. Little hanger right there of probably some roots. Oh, what was that? I saw just a glimpse of that. Looked like there was another connection here. See if I can come back real slow and get a look at it. It's on the right-hand side. Man, it's hard to see. It's just, I'm going underwater, so I can't see it. I'm going to have to come back fairly quickly. Yep, right there. You just get a glimpse of it. And then it goes away. So there's another possible connection of a neighbor or something. Oh, look at here. Okay, so now here, and I didn't see this going out. This is actually our tap. So the rest of that pipe we're looking at is actually the city and belongs to the city, and they're the ones that are actually required to keep it open. So now we're actually looking at from this point back to the home is actually the responsibility of the owner. So I'm glad I found this. I did not see this going out. But so really, this is where our video should have started from. But it's good to know that later down the line, on the city side, there's some issues going on there as well. Still clay pipe. We haven't changed anything there. A little slight disconnect here. You can see that kind of bump you got to go into. But it is fairly steep right here, so it should clear itself. Now this piping doesn't look too bad compared to what we've been in, which belonged to the city. And here we actually changed. I'm going to go back forward. Right here is our cast iron, or our clay pipe, and we've changed to cast iron pipe. This is probably real close to the foundation, and that's why we're getting a little bumpier, because this pipe is kind of scaled. We'll come real slow here. You can feel I'm kind of catching a little bit. This does appear to be flowing though, which is good. A little bumpy, a little rough, but that's very typical of cast iron. And coming back, and right here is where we access this. Let me wipe my lens off. There's this clean out right here on this piece of 4-inch, right in the laundry room. So, talked a lot about piping that was in the city, which belongs to the city. If it was to back up, the city would be responsible for clearing that. Although it could back up as far into this home and have, a possible backup happen. But the city would be responsible for clearing that backup and any damage that it caused. So, as far as the sewer for this home, it does appear to be open, has good flow to the city tap, and we'll go from there. It's good to know that piping later downstream is definitely got some issues, but like I said, that's not your responsibility with this home. So I think I'm not going to make any recommendations for this house until I get back to the office and I take a look at this on a little better screen. And we'll go from there. So, thanks for watching.